Hey guys, welcome back to the MCU HQ. I want to take a second to give my quick thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder. I will have a full review out tomorrow. So I liked the movie. I did not love it. It's not the best Thor movie. It's not as good as the original. It's not as good as Ragnarok. And I think my main issue is that the movie tries a little too hard to be fun. This is a serious story, right? Or it should be. It's a guy going around killing the gods. And everyone just seems to be having a laugh with it. They all seem to be joking around. This movie tries to be a lot funnier than Ragnarok, and in doing so, at times it feels like it is making fun of itself. And also, not a lot of the jokes land. There were a few times I giggled, but for the most part, I just sat there with a straight face watching the movie while these jokes were unfolding. A lot of the characters, I do have to say, were good. I liked what they did with Thor. I liked what they did with Jane. Her story was really cool. And Gore the God Butcher is a good villain. He's not a fantastic villain as they were making him out to be, but he is a good villain. I think the one thing holding him back from being greatness is the fact that he's just not in this movie, it feels like. It's shocking how little of this movie he actually shows up in. This might be the most absent main villain that a Marvel movie has had. I mean, it felt like Gore only had 15 or so minutes of screen time, but every time he's there, the movie does get more serious, and you feel the stakes more, but it is such a weird shift going from this super funny and lighthearted tone to a guy executing gods. And that definitely, for me, was the weakest part. There are a few plot inconsistencies and plot holes where they don't really follow their own logic, and there's some things they introduce or they mention how important a certain item is, and you don't really feel why it's so important, and there are a few very dumb decisions they made throughout the movie. They do a lot of telling instead of showing, but I mean, I did have a fun time with it, and Sweet Child of Mine's gonna be stuck in my head for like the next week and a half. So, full review tomorrow, spoiler review the day after that. I will see you guys for that.